Yes, guess what? It's Friday yet again on www.radio-op.com. Yes, it's Gay Detroit Radio, and it's 9 p.m. on this wonderful, wonderful Friday night. And, boy, have we got some humdingers of news this week. I'm going to start with a silly section this week, because there's lots and lots and lots to talk about. There's free condom vending machines coming to a California prison near you. That's one. Also, Mike Bowers. Apparently, he's backing up, so to speak, on his when he actually defended the sodomy bans. He's now changed his mind. And then, what can I say? Here's one. The Walking Dead has a gay kiss. And that doesn't go down too well with the Walking Dead bigots. And then Nutella bans lesbian marketing campaign. What is all this about? Well, we'll let you know. What we do, though, is we'll have a little bit of a song from the Sunday Hats for our gay metal listeners. And this is called Let's Play Doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gay Detroit Radio. And I'm James D. Yes, later on in the show, we're going to have a young man called Dominic. And he's actually organizing, helping to organize the Blue Water GSA, which is Gay Straight Alliance. and also is running the Marine City Gay Straight Alliance, and that's in 2 schools. I should have aired this last week, but I was so sick. Everybody's getting sick because of this bloody weather. You know, I mean, it's just like everything's frozen. Everything is frozen, stiff. It's disgusting, I tell you. It's like a little pink popsicle. Anyway, so as I was saying, he's going to be on the show a little bit later. A very, very interesting young man, 17 years of age, and we'll tell you more about him later. Now, what is going on in the world of the news? Well, I did tell you earlier that they're actually now going to be putting in free condom vending machines in for California prisons. Now, what I don't understand, is it just one condom machine, or is it like one condom machine per inmate? Because they're at it like rabbits. I mean, they've got nothing else to do. So anyway, a controversial new California law will require all prisons in the state to install condom vending machines before the year 2020. The new legislation hopes to lower the rate of sexually transmitted infections and diseases like HIV and hepatitis C, which is higher inside the U.S. prisons than the general population. Previously, condoms were considered contraband in California because sex between prisoners is illegal. Like they're going to give a fuck about being illegal in prison. I mean, well, literally, yeah, right. So, at a prison near you, yes, free condom machines, free even. So, actually, that's a step in the right direction. And talking about a step in the right direction. Now, he's gone back on his word. Literally. Mike Bowers, the man who defended the sodomy bans, says he's a changed man on LGBT rights. He's the former Georgia Attorney General, who defended the state's sodomy ban and has spoken to BuzzFeed about how his opinions on gay rights have evolved over the last 30 years. I don't know what to say about that. That really is not Christian. Lest ye... Was it do not judge lest ye not be judged? Oh my God. Oh, this crazy, crazy world. And also now, this is really getting to me because this is like the Idiot of the Week report. And I just don't understand why it's actually even in the report. But apparently The Walking Dead has had a gay kiss on February the 22nd, the episode of The Walking Dead. The storyline of Aaron, a survivor who showed up in the final scene, and the final scene of the previous episode was delved deeper into. As it turns out, Aaron is a homosexual male. Okay, and then Eric is his partner. They kissed. And the Republicans have actually been going... Twitter has just gone mad. So, well, you see, the thing is, when you're Walking Dead, the premise is, I thought, is that you eat human meat. Live human meat. And you don't care what sex it is. You eat the meat. You beat the meat.
You're a male, so.
Oh God, my little machine, I forgot to switch it off. Yes, I've got one of these little bottlers that actually says you have mail, sir. So, well, actually, literally, you do have mail in The Walking Dead because they don't mind you eating somebody's meat, but you can't have a kiss. So, Walking Dead, you go for it. I personally only eat live meat myself. But I'm on the Walking Alive. And another stupid story of this week. Oh, these people. Nutella has actually banned the word lesbian in a marketing campaign. Nutella on Tuesday, the 24th of February, launched an online marketing campaign in France inviting consumers to customize a jar of chocolate spread with a personalized message. Here you can create your own custom messages and share them with those that you love. And those are what the campaign... that was the campaign website. That's what the message read. That is, as long as the person you love is not a lesbian. Is that because they don't have nuts or something like that? Or they are nuts? Or guys are just like... Maybe they should go on The Walking Dead for, Actually, we can do this. Create your custom message for Nutella. I'm from The Walking Dead and I can eat your meat. I'm going to hell. I'm really going to hell. Let's have some music. Let's have some... Oh, yes. How about... Let's see. Let's write the little Spanish song. I'm pidiendo más. I'm James D, and you're listening to Gay Detroit Radio.
Ella me encanta. Tu carita pidiendo más, más, más. Howdy boys, con señor Cookies, pa' todas las Johnny que hablan sin yo. Tú sabes cómo que me pongo yo. Yo quiero hacerte el amor.
That was sent to me from Spain. I know I do like to play a lot more local music, which I will be. I'll be playing some more Steve Gut and and also the wonderful Callum Blue as well. We'll be talking about him. Also, don't forget, a little bit later, we've got a young man called Dominic, and he's going to be talking about the GSA, which is the Gay Straight Alliance. Should have been on last week, but unfortunately I was really sick and feeling very, very sorry for myself. So what can I say? But I'm here, and I'm here to cause trouble. As usual, hopefully, anyway. So, President Obama says he is open to lifting the ban on trans people in the military. Don't ask, don't tell. So the White House press secretary, Josh Earnest, said that Obama is now open to allowing trans people to serve in the United States military for the first time. I can tell you that the president agrees with the sentiment that all Americans who are qualified to serve should be able to serve, and for that reason, we here at the White House welcome the comments of the Secretary of Defense. So, becoming now very open-minded. And since the striking down of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, which was a ridiculous law brought in by Mr. President Clinton, apparently the best president ever, also DOMA, which is the Defense of Marriage Act, which really I still find a joke, especially when he's signing the Defense of Marriage Act while his pants are around his ankles and Monica's on her knees. But I digress. So, but on this, I've always said, if you're willing to give the ultimate sacrifice and you're willing to fight for your country, you should not judge anyone in that way at all. There are a lot of vets out there who've lost their lives, and they deserve everything they get. And also as well, instead of blaming people, why not just start feeding our vets? There's too many vets out there committing suicide and are homeless. And it's disgusting. A lot of vets out there not getting the medical treatment that they deserve, especially when they fought and they've been injured for our country. Moving on. Back to the Obama administration. Oh God, about the nose fix now. Teeth won't work. I'm still thinking about the Nutella in the comment. Eat your meat. Anyway, so the Obama administration redefined spouse to include gay couples. Well, I'm married, and I got married in 2013. Been with my guy now for over just under 25 years, something like that anyway. And we call each other, he's my spouse. Well, people say that sounds so old-fashioned. I prefer it because apparently husband and wife in the tradition of marriage hasn't seemed to work. And he's my spouse, and I prefer that term. People say, oh, your husband. I accept that, but he's still my spouse, and I prefer that. So gay married couples will now be included in the definition of the word spouse used by the Obama administration. The Department of Labor yesterday issued a new regulation 52 pages long, which was published today. I am not going to read 52 pages. I'm not even going to read 5 bloody letters from it. That's enough. Anyway, the good thing is now the Obama administration is really working hard for equality. Whether you like him or not, and whether you like our situation or not. They're saying that once it's actually legalized in Michigan, when we've got Shitty Shooty knocked off his big black box, and Shitty Schneider blocking, equality, this will bring a revenue of $53 million into the state of Michigan. And seeing as Detroit is being bankrupt, we need the money. So get off your stupid high horses, you idiots. Okay, and fully enough, earlier we were talking about now they're getting free condoms. Apparently, now more than 700,000 of the 1.1 million people living with HIV in the United States are undiagnosed or not receiving care, and a population responsible for 91.5% of the transmissions of the infections in 2000. And in other words, people are not giving a shit. You know, they're thinking, oh, it's an old man's disease. But apparently, there's a new pill coming out, and it can actually... We could actually cut down the HIV transmission by 90%, the CDC says. I've been saying this before. They're coming out with a pill which they think is going to be very helpful. I think it's Truvada or something like that. But the thing is, I still don't understand. Now, we've been living with HIV all these years. You're talking about 4 decades now, nearly 5 decades maybe, 50 years. There's no reason why anybody should be getting HIV. I have been HIV negative all my life. I never contracted HIV, mainly because I'm crazy, but I'm not fucking stupid. Put on a condom, please. Get a grip, then put on a condom. You know, it's like, oh, well, it takes away the feeling. You know, well, death takes away the feeling. So fucking grow up. Moving on. Also, on the last note, before we go into our interview with Dominic, the photos here. Guy Fieri, the cook on the Food Network. He actually married 101 same-sex couples the other day. We could smell a wide wedding. Diners, drive-ins, and dives host Guy Fieri officiated marriages for 101 same-sex couples. I like that guy. He enjoys his food and he doesn't care. He's what we call a bear, and he's absolutely wonderful. He's adorable, actually, and he's very gay friendly. And people are saying, well, is he gay? I don't know, and I really don't care. So I'm going to play another song from our Sunday Hats guys, and after this we're then going to be listening to Dominic, and he's going to be talking about the GSA, which is the Gay Straight Alliance. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm James D, and you're listening to Gay Detroit Radio.
Each time I fly away,
Yes, I'd like to welcome you back to Gay Detroit Radio. And as promised, I'm talking to an extremely brave and talented young man called Dominic. And he's with the Blue Water GSA, which is Gay Straight Alliance, and also with the Marine City Gay Straight Alliance. His father has proudly allowed me to talk to him on the radio. And Dominic, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Okay, now listen, you just informed me that you're also transgender, which is female to male. What sort of age did you realize that you were transgender, or you actually were not the gender you wanted to be?
Well, I didn't really know.
Mm-hmm.
I knew something was not exactly the same as other kids and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually came to terms with it early last year, around Christmas time, actually.
Okay. And, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 17.
Sweet. Okay. God, I remember when I was 17. Good God, that seems like a century ago. Okay, so also now with dealing with the transgender part, also you're doing something else. You're dealing with the Gay Straight Alliance. Now, was this your idea, or are you working with somebody else?
To start the Gay Straight Alliance at my school, it was my idea, and I talked to a couple of my friends about it, and they were interested in starting it with me.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. And then for the Blue Water one, it was me reaching out to the St. Clair leader and setting it all up and everything.
So how is it because it's known as a very rural area, is Marine City and also St. Clair. I actually was raised in the country myself in England, so I understand what it's like to try. How difficult is it for you to just try and live a normal life?
In this city, it really isn't that bad. I used to live in Oxford with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And the students there and the people there weren't as nice as they are here, because that was more of I don't know how to put it. Like,
is it more
not the nicest kids, and it's more rural, yeah.
More rural or more cityfied?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I understand that part because like I said, I was in the country, a country boy, and I knew something was different. And I'm not going to say normal or not normal, because really that is not the case. A lot of people still say to this day it's a choice, and it isn't. It's an orientation, and you and I and people like us understand this. So how is it growing up in this area? You say it's not too bad. Is the transgender issue coming through? Does anybody know about that?
A lot of my school does know about it, because I transferred here this school year, and at first, not very many people knew, but then, word got out, just like everything else.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to keep a secret anywhere, even in cities. So,
yeah, especially in such a small town.
Yeah. Well, I moved here, from 2010, so I actually lived in New York City for 20-odd years. Where I met Tony. We hooked up. We've been together 25 years or something like that now. We got married in New York, and we live in Algonac. And it's quite a culture shock, although I do love the people around here. The people around here are very nice. It's just the politicians who appear to be the assholes, So, so what made you decide to start the Gay Straight Alliance in Marine City, and how has it been welcomed?
Well, at my old school, we had one, and I remember it was like a life-changing experience for me, and I loved going, and I loved the people there and everything. So I thought, we don't have one here, so I might as well start one. And not very many people knew me anyways, so, it wouldn't really do much, I didn't think there was going to be as many people that turned up and everything. And at my old school, it was 10 people there every week. But here, there's right around 30 that come every week.
Sweet. Well, that meant that. Well, kudos to you. Really, honestly, I'm very proud of you on that. Also, when I was talking to your father, he said he's very proud of you as well. So you've got a cool dad. My dad's an ass, but that's another story.
I got lucky.
Oh, yes, you did. And also, thank you to your father as well for allowing you to do this. So, now, has it made it easier for your other peers in your GSA meetings? Are they thankful for it? Because you know as well as I do how alone it can be, especially when you feel different. So are they really enjoying it?
Yeah, a lot of the people say they love coming, and it's like a refreshing environment to see people that are so accepting of everything, not only like the LGBT community, but anything equality as a whole. Everyone's so accepting of in that group, and I love it.
That's good. Also, now this is the one on Friday is the St. Clair one, and the one on Monday is the Marine City one. Now, the Marine City one is the one that's local, obviously, and you said there's about 30 people come there?
Yep.
Okay, and how many people go to the St. Clair one?
The St. Clair one is actually our Blue Water one, which is any school who doesn't have a GSA, everyone is welcome, as long as they're in high school or, like, recently graduated, unless they're a speaker.
Okay.
But we meet with them once a month.
All right. Well, I sort of hit it at the right time then. I'm so glad I saw your post in the one of the rooms. Is it the Algonac and Harson's Island one you posted it in? You posted.
I actually posted that same status in the Algonac one and in the St. Clair County, just entire group. So.
All right.
I can reach out to as many people as I possibly could.
Well, let's hope you're going to do that as well, because you're going to be doing an interview, I believe. Is it also with the Times Herald as well?
Yep. On Sunday.
Oh, sweet. Well, you're going to be a real busy boy this week, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
And you missed the popularity at both the meetings as well. Listen, let's have some music. And then we can sort of talk about other things when we come back. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Dominic. And it's a young man who's founded the Marine City GSA, which is the Gay Straight Alliance. And this is a very difficult to do, especially when it's in a small rural area. In bigger cities, you can actually get it there too, but there seems to be not as much opposition, but there's also a lot more ridicule. We'll talk about that afterwards. We have this song. Here's a beautiful song from Jeff Goot, who's our local talent too. And let's go for Bitter Sweet.
Child gets tainted every day, and of all the things we love, there's that much more to hate. Broken promises are all that we can get from the politicians that allow us to live in hope, in pain, in every part. Every man
Yes, welcome back to Gay Detroit Radio, which is on www.radio-ob.com. That's Fridays, every Friday at 9 p.m. And then once that's solved, and we do all that, and I do my little munchkin bits, we get it onto gaydetroitradio.com, which is on 24/7, so you can catch the show at any time. Also, you can contact us if you wish on gaydetroitradio@gmail.com. We're also on Twitter at Gay Detroit Radio, and also on Facebook at Gay Detroit Radio. What a surprise. I'm also looking around if you've got any local bands or acts. You don't have to be gay. You can actually come on the show. We can interview you. We can send some songs, send some MP3s. We are proud of everybody at Gay Detroit Radio. And talking about being proud, I've got a very, very brave, talented young man back with us. His name's Dominic, and he's doing the Gay Straight Alliances, once for the Blue Water, which is in St. Clair, and also for Marine City, which is helping all our youngsters, our teenagers, and maybe younger, actually to let them know they are not alone. Before the break, you were telling us now, the music, I should say, that you're having an interview on Sunday with the Times Herald.
Yep.
Okay, how did that come about?
It was actually a comment on one of the posts as well.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the writers or interviewers just contacted me and said she would like to do an interview with me for the newspaper.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
I wasn't going to decline it.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't. I'm so glad you didn't. Otherwise, I wouldn't have seen this post. Yes, very eloquent young man. Now, we were talking about, while the music was on, about, I'm so pleased that you're doing something like this. And you've asked me to come and speak at the Blue Water, if there's time, and also for the one in Marine City, to try and help people, the GLBT or the LGBTQI, I think there's so many letters now, of how they can cope with their coming out. I didn't have that at that age, and there was this feeling of being so desperately alone, and you're helping people to try and overcome that. Also, we talked about, before we actually started the interview, that in my day there was a lot of suicides because of this, and I asked if you were comfortable in talking to us about a lot of people who actually do commit suicide, and you actually know people who've done this.
Yeah.
Were they close friends?
Well, within 2 years, one of the more popular kids at my old school did end up committing suicide, but he wasn't gay, he wasn't in that kind of boat, but he did, and no one knows why or what was going on.
That's so sad. I mean, such a young, beautiful life, which is coming to fruition. Nobody knows where we're going, but at least we should have a chance to try. Now, is there a lot of bullying in this area for the area, or was there a lot more bullying in the old school?
In my old school, there was a lot more bullying, but there was also like 2-3 times as many kids there. Mm-hmm. So it was... Everyone was just trying to be the best at everything.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really...
How did the teachers and the parents react to this?
Teachers, they always had, like, bullying programs and stuff, but they didn't really do as much as I feel like they could have.
Mm-hmm.
The parents, when it would come about, they would come to the school, but, again, the school didn't really do as much as they could have.
Do you find that maybe a lot of the parents were more in denial, said, no, not my child?
I don't know.
No.
I couldn't tell you, answer that question.
No, it's just...
Everyone's in a different...
Yeah, I know, I understand that, but I'm trying to sort of, not trying to trivialize it or glorify it. I'm trying to actually sort of, let people understand who are listening, their child could be in this predicament. And how do we try and stop it? Because it does get better, but, these suicides do happen. Now, what is you say now you're going through the transgender period. Are you actually going to transition totally?
Yes, I plan on it.
And how many years is that going to take?
It's actually a never-ending process, more or less.
Yeah, actually, I know, because I interviewed transgenders in New York. A lot of them, more of them, were actually male to female. And the one horrifying thing I found is when they're going through the operation, they actually got a grinder to actually grind down the Adam's apple so it didn't protrude. Can you imagine that? It's like, oh my God. So it's not
painful.
Yes, it does. And the actual operation they were telling me about, that seems, oh my God. It's so, when people say, oh no, it's like, no, you guys, oh my God, you've got to have so much bravery. It's untrue. So where do you see yourself going from here?
From here?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, okay, so what kind of job are you going to go for? Or do you
can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
What kind of job or employment would you like to have?
When I get older, I want to go into filmmaking and editing.
Oh, sweet. Oh, yes, you're doing a documentary, aren't you?
Yep.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's have some music, and then we'll talk about that. Let's have a little bit of Cullen Blue and Lord of the Dance Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Gay Detroit Radio. I'm James D. I'm your host, and you're listening to Dominic, who is actually one of the creators of the GSA, which is Gay Straight Alliance in Marine City, and helps with the Blue Water GSA. Once again, I'm James D., and you're listening to Gay Detroit Radio.
Michael was 21, life had just begun. Zipped up his boots and ran out the door, jacket in his arms, looked at the stars, jumped in the car as he said goodnight, put into drive as he drove out of sight, radio blared, gel in his hair, ready for the night, the boy prepared. Pulled up to greet the club on spot, parked as he ran from the parking lot, ID out, he was feeling free, ready to move in the dark with his drink, entered the bar with a sense of joy, nothing could stop this boy from the love of the beat and the shuffle of the feet. He stopped as he looked at the crowd, then he said, music, it moves me, music, it soothes me, brings me to life. Music, it kills me, music, it thrills me, all through the night. Stomp on the catwalk, pop from the backdrop, lord of the dance floor, fire in the disco. Give me a sign that you feel me, you see me, you hear me, dancing my life away. Ashley was 23, wanted nothing more than to dance to the beat. She had her sneakers on, hands in the air, strutting up and down those stairs. Shot after shot, she was feeling free. Let the music move her feet, moving that ass, shaking fast, making the boys say damn as she passed. Didn't give a fuck about the hate, dancing through the night to clean that slate. Stars in her eyes, smile on wide, looking for a message in the sky. Feeling so good as she dropped the step and never stopped once just to catch her breath. Didn't want to worry, didn't want to fight. This was a night to make it right. Pulled him to a boy as she kissed his lips, wrapped her arms around as he gripped her hips. Tension grew hot from between the two. He whispered in her ear his I love you. Her heart beat fast, she began to twirl. Nothing can stop this girl from the love of the beat and the shuffle of the feet. She stopped as he looked in his eyes and then she said, music, it moves me, music, it soothes me, brings me to life. Music, it kills me, music, it thrills me, all through the night. Stomp on the catwalk, pop from the backdrop, lord of the dance floor, fire in the disco. Give me a sign that you feel me, you see me, you hear me, dancing my life away. So get your ass up as you turn it up. Put your hands high if you feel the touch. Don't control it, feel the soul, and don't hold back, just let it go. Let the music move you deep inside. Let the music give you a sense of pride. Tonight's the night, it feels so right. So bring it to the chorus one more time. Music, it moves me. Music, it soothes me. Brings me to life. Music, it kills me. Music, it thrills me. All through the night. Stop on the catwalk. Pop from the backdrop. Board of the dance floor. Fire in the disco. Give me a sign that you feel me. You see me. You hear me. Dancing my life away. Music influences me. Music influences me. It feels so right. Dancing my life away. Tonight's the night. It feels so right. It feels so right. It feels so right. Down from the catwalk. Pop from the backdrop. Board of the dance floor. Fire in the disco. Give me a sign that you feel me. You see me. You hear me. Dancing my life away.
Yes, the wonderful dulcet tones there of Cullen Blue and Lord of the Dance Floor. Once again, I've got a great young man talking to me called Dominic with the Gay Straight Alliance. That's with the Blue Water and also of Marine City. He's been explaining what's happening in the good old country life. And he's also now going to explain he's going to filming and editing, and he's also doing a documentary. Dominic, tell us what that's about.
The documentary itself is going to be about equality as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to try to get as many people in the St. Clair County area as possible in on it and try to help with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to try to make a bigger impact than just a couple kids in my school. So only the kids in my school can see it. So it'll be a larger scale.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll help you if I can in any way on that. Also, now, okay, you want to sort of feel like the politics. What's your views on the politics of Michigan, especially with their reticence to actually allow same-sex marriages? What is your view on that?
I'm really glad that it's actually coming to the light.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not really into politics, so I don't really have a view on all that stuff.
No, it's just that, eventually you will do, because I was a musician for years, and I go, oh, no, let the old people do that. No, I wouldn't do it. It's like, oh, no. And then as I got older, I got dragged kicking and screaming into it, and now, of course, I enjoy it very much. But, yeah, so you actually took... But the reason I'm asking about the politics part is because, obviously, if you're going to do a documentary about equality... Now, is it going to be just for the young people, or is it going to try and encompass families as well?
I want to try to get just everyone and show that it's not just one side of things, that there's multiple different sides of everyone's story.
Well, that's... Right, okay.
Families too.
All right, so now the GSA meetings, because I'm going to have to wind this interview up because I'm running out of time, because I've got a lot of other old people things to do, like politics. And so now, if anybody wants to get in touch with the GSA meetings, the one in St. Clair, which is the Blue Water one, is there a website or an email they can contact?
There's not a website or an email, no, but there is a Facebook page, and it's the Blue Water GSA on Facebook.
Sweet. And is that the same thing for Marine City as well?
Marine Cities is just MC, or Marine City GSA.
Okay, and they'll find out all which schools they can go to? I presume it's at a school, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Dominic, thank you ever so much. I'm going to advertise this as soon as I get this sorted out. And then as soon as I finish editing, then I have to wait till like 9 o'clock Friday before I can release the show. But I will send you a copy. Then you can just send it off to all your friends if you want.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Dominic. Thank you ever so much. And thank you for being a very eloquent, brave young man. And also thank your father for being very proud, understanding father. And he loves his son very much. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Dominic. Thank you, Dominic.
Thank you for having me.
so long ago, when we were younger, we were just kids back then, running free, all heart and soul. You gave me a hunger only you could feed for me. Hope you remember, 'cause your smile made me feel like home. So come on down, wait for the sun to rise. It's not uncovered, I'm wasting my time. And even now, wait for your reasons why. It's not the shadow that's taking my light. It's been a long road alone since we were younger. I missed you every single day. And when I found out that you were gone, had to deal with all the anger. It's something that's never gone away. Hope you remember, 'cause your smile made me feel like home. So come on down, wait for the sun to rise. It's not uncovered, I'm wasting my time. And even now, wait for your reasons why. It's not the shadow that's taking my life. So there it is, you know the truth. As I wonder where you are, what you do, 'cause in my heart and in the air, it's always you. I hope you remember, 'cause your smile made me feel like home. So come on down, wait for the sun to rise. It's not uncovered, I'm wasting my time. And even now, wait for your reasons why. It's not the shadow that's taking my life. And even now, wait for your reasons why. It's not the shadow that's taking my life. It's not the shadow that's taking my light.
Well, that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. I found it very interesting. And I'll see you next week. Same bad time, same bad place at www.radio-op.com. I'm James D, and you've been listening to Gay Detroit Radio. See you next week. Bye.